Morning, how are you? Hope you've had a good week. Time to get out and about in the forest again, and this time I thought we'd take a look at some of the odder things you might come across in the New Forest. The sorts of things that make you think, well, what on earth is that all about? But there's always a good story behind them. We'll get out and about on the bike. It's about a 40-mile round loop, but we've left it a bit late, so that may mean we'll have to split it in two. I'll also leave up the what 3 words locations of all the places we visit, so you can visit them too. Should we get going? Come on then, let's go and see the New Forest's stranger things. So I think we're going to be a bit flat out today to get to all 5 that I want to show you. We're going to start at the top and then work our way down. And we're heading first to Fritham. So why, I hear you ask, is there a massive concrete arrow in the middle of nowhere in the New Forest? Well, this area is known as Ashley Walk, and during the Second World War it was a bombing range, an experimental bombing range. And across the whole area were all manner of targets and observation shelters and this massive concrete arrow to help aircraft line up as they came over from Boscombe Down, through the valley and out. But this whole area was fenced off during World War II. It was a top secret place that continued being used until 1946. It wasn't cleared until 1948, but they didn't clear everything, including this rather impressive arrow. It's such a beautiful place, and I can't quite get my head round it being used as a bombing range. Flat tyre. Oh, bummer. There will be a lot of moaning going on. We're back on track, so let's get going. So why is there a black post box in the woods in Fritham? Well, this black post box was put here originally by the Schultz gunpowder factory, which operated here from 1860 near to Iworth Pond. And that pond is actually artificial because the process of making gunpowder needed a lot of water. This black post box was put here to save the postman's legs because it was a fair old trek from here down the drive to the actual factory. Postal charges were 1 penny for letters and ½ a penny for newspapers. 2 down, 3 to go. The views tonight are insane. So beautiful. So this is Portuguese Fireplace. It's been left as a memorial to the Portuguese workforce who came to the New Forest during the First World War to help with the war effort. And it comes from one of the old cookhouses. This whole area was basically a timber camp. Now if you come here and look very carefully, you'll see signs of the camp all over the place. Just over there is a patch of open grassland, and you can see the old concrete slabs of more buildings. And over there's an old cutting for a narrow gauge railway which helped bring the timber out of the woodland. It's kind of cool though, isn't it? Portuguese Fireplace. 3 down, 2 to go. Next stop, Brockenhurst. Now, number 4 of our grand tour is this rather splendid fire bell, which is on the corner of Sway Road here in Brockenhurst. It's thought to be the only one of its kind in the country, and it was put up in 1912, first rung in 1913 with a test turnout, and first recorded actual use is in 1915. But there's a fantastic story about the time it was rung. On the 7th of March 1923, there was a thatched fire on Sway Road. Someone went to ring it and it fell off. 1 to go, time to get to Bewley. Last but not least then, of the 5 unexpected things you'll find in the New Forest are the Bewley letters. These letters are one of my favourite things in the New Forest. I don't know why, I think it's because they're slightly squirreled away. They're such a fantastic bit of the New Forest's history, and just another one of those slightly odd, quirky things that are dotted all around the New Forest. It's not known exactly when these letters were carved. It's thought they could have been put here anywhere between 1910 and 1916. Here used to be a flying school. This was flying in its infancy, and in the early days it would have been the pioneers and I guess the eccentrics who would have bought their aircraft here to give it a go. And these letters are pretty big when you get close up, 4.5 meters high, and the whole word Bewley stretches for 33 meters. Now there's local pride in these letters, and a few years ago the local community all got together to restore them to their former glory. They faded a bit now, but they're still here, and they're a tremendous reminder of the history of flying here in the New Forest. So there we go, 5 slightly odd things to find in the New Forest. They've all got amazing stories. As so many things in the New Forest do, come and see for yourself, come and find them. Time for coffee and cake. I think we're going lemon drizzle today. See you soon.